special guest, Curtis.
Like, subscribe, ring the bell, comment.
Curtis, how you doing this evening?
I'm great. What's up, guys?
Just
Working out the kinks.
yeah, working out the kinks. You know, there's a few technical errors, but we're getting it figured out.
It's like deja vu. I feel like we've done this.
We've already done this. At least the first 3 minutes of it.
Yeah.
So, Curtis, tell us a little bit about yourself. Where you're from, what you do.
I'm 42 years old. I live here in Peoria, Illinois area. I've got 5 daughters. I own an HVAC business, Cool Tech Heating and Cooling, and I'm passionate about sports and sports card collecting, a hobby.
Did you say 5 daughters?
I did. Yeah, we just had another one, so we got a 10-month-old, which
Oh,
was crazy. So the span was 7, and now it's 10 months. So we got 10 months, 7, 8, 11, and 16.
Wow, dude.
A lot of estrogen in my house, man.
Yeah, we have 4 girls.
Yeah, you can cut it with a knife sometimes. But that's why we're here,
It's
right?
rough.
Yeah,
Right, exactly.
somewhere to hide out.
So we hang out in the manhole.
Yeah, and you daughters. Yeah.
I've got 3 daughters.
Yeah, about that name. I mean, I like it in some sense, but it's a little dirty at the same time.
It's
So,
a little different.
it can get scary.
Yeah, you just
You don't know where to use it or how to use it.
Get
so.
invited over to the manhole.
Yeah, you
You
know.
don't know what kind of party you're going to. I get that, you know. And it was a weird thing, you know. We
I'm not Catholic, so you don't have to worry about it.
yeah. So when we started the thing with 4 of us, right? All kinds of different backgrounds.
Yeah.
And
Accurate.
just a place to hang out, right? And everybody's got a man cave, but you know, it's overused. It's like a Hobby Lobby thing, right?
Yeah, they have like 10 things.
Yeah, man
Stamped
cave.
in, like,
Yeah.
Hobby Lobby for it now.
And so, you know, we're talking about it and everything, and the one buddy of ours is a lineman, works for Ameren, and he was working downtown Peoria, working in the manholes, right? And I think it was Sunny here, just like, oh, that's what we name it, dude. It's named Manhole. That's what we're gonna name it, right?
That's right.
So,
Everyone's got a cave.
yeah.
A hole.
Yeah.
You know, a hole in the wall, it's kind of what this place is, right?
It's the best food.
Yeah, exactly. So the best entertainment.
So this will be the best YouTube and podcast you're gonna get. We're a hole in the wall.
Absolutely.
So, but no, but yeah, so I've got a graphic designer actually working on a pretty cool logo, so, which hopefully puts a little bit of the name thing to the rest. You know, when you see a manhole cover, you'll be like, oh, that must be what they're talking about, not anything else.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, that's
So-
what we're talking about.
Right. So, but sports. So you play sports then, or did play, or
Yeah,
currently play?
yep. I played baseball.
You look like
although-
a hockey guy though.
Yeah, I played ice hockey.
I was thinking
played
more of a
ice hockey
shortstop.
for some years.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, good one. I was a catcher.
Oh, yo, me
Actually,
too. Shout
yeah,
out.
man, catcher's the leader of the team. It was the best position out there. I played catcher and third base. I enjoyed catcher more than any other position, but played high school ball. All the way up through high school. Played with Ben Zobrist, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
You know, he was a year
Coach
younger than me.
World Series champ.
Yep, that was Eureka High School. So that's a neat story. But I've recently really got back into hockey again, and I want to start going to play some pickup games at the Owens Center here in town. So.
Is that the old man league then?
Yep. It's kind of a pickup league for guys that are past the age of joining the regular league, and you can just come work on skills, play pickup games, beat each other up a little bit,
It's a
get some
safety
exercise.
What's the age cutoff? I mean, how old do you have to be able to play in that league? 30 or?
No, I think it's 22 or 23, so it's
Oh,
fairly
shoot.
young because
Okay.
if you're out of the regular league, you gotta have something to be able
Oh,
to
okay.
play, right?
That's cool. Cool.
Yeah, you don't want to release those hoodlums into the streets.
No, the hockey players.
Yeah.
We used to house hockey players.
You wear
Oh,
Mustang?
really? Okay,
So
yeah, I've
those
heard of
Mustang
families
kids.
that do that. Awesome, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had like 3 years, maybe 2 years.
Like the Rivermen?
No, like the Mustangs.
Mustangs.
Yeah,
Owens Center
Owen
team.
Center.
Oh, the
That's
Owens
their
Center.
travel
Okay.
team.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I still talk to a couple of those kids once in a while.
That's cool.
Hockey's a great sport, man. It builds some really strong people. So,
Yeah.
and really good character, man. You see a lot of the players. It's different from other leagues. So, guys come up with a lot of morals, and I mean, it doesn't seem that way, but
Well, you know
They're not
what?
in the news a lot, so it's
Yeah, it's like not a lot of
yeah,
drama. Not a lot of drama.
yeah, right.
Yeah, there's not a lot of drama with hockey players, I don't think.
Not a ton.
Unless you're
no.
that one guy that was hooking up with the other guy's
That's not what happened, but yeah, that's
That's,
Perry.
Yeah.
Perry from the Blackhawks. He got suspended, but it was something completely different. But yeah, they tried to say he was hooking up with Connor Bedard's mom,
Right.
which was rough because the kid's coming into the league with all this
How old was he?
hype. 18 years old.
18
so
years
all
old.
this hype, man, and all this other stuff around him, and stress, pressure, being in the league, and then he's got to deal with that just outlandish claim, which
Right.
was proven to be completely false. But he just joined the Oilers, man. So they've got a great player. I mean, Perry's
Right.
awesome. So, and the Oilers, I think, are on like a 36 game win streak or
That's
something
nuts.
like that.
no
isn't it?
way.
That's
That's
insane.
incredible for any
Alright,
professional
alright.
sport.
It might not be that many, but it's insane. Their win streak is they're gonna set the new goal, set
That
the
is
new
so
record.
cool. Yeah, I love those win records.
All-Star game was just on this week, and they had the skills test on Friday, and then they had the NHL All-Star game on Saturday. Amazing. Probably one of the best skills tests I've watched. Unfortunately, Bedard didn't make it because they broke his jaw. So he had a fractured jaw, and he was the youngest person to ever get invited to the All-Star game. So it was going to be cool seeing him there.
Why did they do it the same weekend as the NBA?
Or NFL.
NFL, yeah.
What happened in the NFL, the Pro Bowl or whatever?
Yeah.
Well, nobody watches
No one
that anymore.
cares.
Yeah, nobody watches that anyways, especially hockey players. They're like, don't shut off.
16 straight games.
16 straight
Yep,
games.
16
okay.
straight
Yeah,
games.
yeah,
Which is still
insane.
really good.
Which is insane, yeah.
So, yeah, 16 straight games. So, well, cool. So you play baseball, catcher, play some hockey, playing hockey again now. So I mean that's
Shout out catchers.
catcher. I'm sitting at a table with 2 catchers,
That's right.
and a guy that wish he would have played baseball. I just focused on football in high school.
When people tell you to?
No, I just growing up.
Hey, you should play football.
No, I enjoyed football. Thoroughly enjoyed football. That was my sport. But growing up, it was like a one-sport household. Like you pick one, and that's all we could afford to do. Like I don't have time to run you back and forth. And
Well, if you grew up with me and you're poor, they pay for you to play. You don't
So
have
we
to worry
weren't-
about the fee. It's only like $30. You're like, don't worry about it, poor kid. You can
We
just hop on a team.
we weren't that poor, but we weren't like, you know what I mean. We were like normal middle class, right?
More,
Dad
they
worked-
just didn't want to give up the time. To
That
play
probably
sports,
too.
probably.
Well, Dad was working
He
like
didn't care for
60,
you.
70 hours a week.
Child himself.
No,
Yeah.
No, shop.
He had a
worker.
second family.
Yeah,
Shop worker.
shop worker,
60 hours a week.
Slaving
same
away.
Shop all day.
slaving away.
No,
Can't
thank
say that
you.
anymore.
No.
No, thank you.
You can't say slaving away, can
You
you?
can't? I'm
No.
pretty sure you
You
can.
can
I
say
think that's
that.
legit.
Can you?
You just can't call anybody a slave.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, when could you do that, though? That's
Right.
been a long time.
It's
that you
been a
can't
minute.
do it.
It's been a minute, man.
When do you ever just be like,
Let's not
call
open
somebody?
that can of
Yeah,
worms.
let's not. Let's move on.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys know Carl Weathers, right? Our boy Carl. You don't?
Chubbs?
Yeah,
Chubbs?
Chubbs.
Yeah.
Happy Gilmore.
Yeah. Chubbs
Come back,
passed
Carl.
away, man. How sad.
Yeah,
Dude,
passed away
these
February
kids.
1st.
Lando Calrissian. They don't know what they're talking about.
Passed away February 1st. 76 years young.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That is pretty
Do
crazy.
you even know what happened? I mean, I didn't hear.
Passed away in his sleep, I believe.
Oh,
So, but no,
I do
didn't-
not want to die in my sleep.
oh, way to go.
Really?
No, dude, I want to know that I'm going to die. I want to be like, hey, I love you guys. And then that's it.
You want like just to fall off a building and be like, here it is.
Yeah, like I want to be like, hey, I love
Scared.
you guys. I'm out. And then like just go somewhere and like, okay, this is what's going to happen.
You
Like
want-
a cat.
Yeah, like a
I
cat
don't know.
or a dog.
Yeah, like a cat just goes off to die because
Right.
they don't want to
They
die
know
around their
something-
family. They'll just
Yeah.
kind of say their goodbyes and then they go off into the woods and they pass.
Yes.
So you want to do that?
Without the self-licking.
He wants to go down in the woods.
Nice.
Yeah,
I want to go into the Rockies. I want to like walk off into the Rockies and be like, never.
And just
again.
become part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's that, or they can embalm me and like move me around for holidays.
That's
That's
what it
cool.
was. Yeah.
Those are
So
the two
you know
choices you get.
they actually do that somewhere in
Yeah.
Mexico, right? They dig up their elders every so many years, and they actually have parties with them and stuff.
Mhm.
This is true.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, there was a Disney movie or
Yeah,
something
yeah.
about it. That's why they call it the Day of the Dead.
Encanto or something like that.
Yeah, something like
Yeah.
that. But they dig up
Day
their
of the Dead or
ancestors.
something. Yeah.
Interesting.
It's crazy,
It
huh?
could be you.
Partying with
Well, I don't want to be.
You are Mexican.
I want to be in the woods, or I want to be embalmed, like so. Like,
Like
at
a
Christmas
pharaoh.
time, they can sit me down in a chair and pretend to dress me as Santa Claus. And like Halloween, they can put like an outfit on me and put me by the front door.
well, you better start building your tomb.
But I just gotta.
Pyramid and a tomb.
It's got to be movable.
Roll joint? And that's
Oh man, so Carl Weathers, most everybody knows him as being an
Hot
actor.
Carl.
Yeah, Hot Carl. They know him as an actor, but the guy did play some football. San Diego State back in.
Didn't know that. He looked like a football player.
Yeah, he's a big dude, man.
I thought his parents wouldn't let him play football, so they put him to golf.
No, right?
Really?
That's what I heard. That's how the story
Happy
goes.
Gilmore.
Yeah.
No, he played at San Diego State, helped them win the 1969 Pasadena Bowl. Finished that year ranked 18th overall, which is pretty crazy nowadays when you think about San Diego State, right?
Yeah.
What's the Pasadena Bowl? Pre-Rose Bowl?
Pre-Rose Bowl, man.
That's the only thing in Pasadena that I can think of.
Exactly. When you are from California.
Yeah, what else would be there? But how long ago was that? I wasn't even born yet.
1969.
Yeah, see, I was still
When
6
were you
years away
born?
from life.
Oh, okay.
Just an itch in your daddy's pants.
Yeah,
Mhm.
just a little scratch.
Yeah.
He played DN in college and switched to linebacker in the NFL. So, but acting was his first love. He earned a master's in theater arts.
Good for Chubbs, man.
Right?
Gotta get it. Get it, boy.
Undrafted free agent, signed with the Raiders, played for John Madden for 2 years. Madden moved him to linebacker, and then the second year moved him to safety. And Coach Madden told him, "You're just too sensitive."
Aw.
And then he left and went back to acting.
Well, he does like theater.
Yeah,
Those guys are a little sensitive.
But if you've seen him, he kind of was huge.
Yeah,
Apollo
he's a
Creed,
big-
man.
Yeah.
He was in Predator.
Yeah, those big guys are usually the softies, though.
Yeah, that can be, I guess.
Yeah, there's this kid that works for us, man. He's like 6'8".
Oh, that kid's a giant.
big, man, and he's quiet and so soft.
Yeah.
Unless you piss them off.
I'm like, dude, if I was him, I'd be like, "What's up, y'all?"
Yeah.
He's so loud. and
People
boisterous.
that big don't have
Thumping.
to be though. They
Right.
already have
Yeah.
such a presence. You know, it's just you just know you don't piss that person off.
Right.
Those are the people that you know if they get mad, then it's over
Yeah.
with because they're probably just holding it all in.
Even if they can't fight, they're just like, they can't be knocked out either.
He's probably keeping a sharpened toothbrush on him at all
Oh, yeah.
times.
Alright.
So,
Easily.
He's a sleeper.
Say, hey, when you're handling the meat there, just make sure.
I got my
Tape some phone books around, yeah?
Yeah.
Phone books around.
Yep.
Classic way not to get shanked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is safe.
Duct tape and phone books. That's all a man needs.
That's it.
Curtis, what's your favorite sport to watch?
Oh man, to watch would have to be hockey.
Really?
Yeah, baseball's my favorite sport though, but it's hard for me to watch every baseball.
Oh, yeah, I
game.
guess that makes sense.
You know, baseball is boring until it isn't, right?
October?
Well, yeah, that's one of them, but there's just a lot of good games, man. You'll
Yeah.
get on a game that's just, you know, boring for 6 innings, and then all of a sudden it pops
Yeah.
off, and it's crazy exciting, and it goes quick.
Exciting 7 outs of the
Yeah,
season.
so if I'm going to go watch a game in person, I like going to a baseball game, right? I just like
Right.
the stadium, I like the hot dog, I like even a cold beer, you know. It's just everything about it is the experience from it. I'm not even watching the game the entire
Right,
time.
exactly.
You know, I'm just enjoying everything around
But
me.
the cool part is, you can, like, even when a team starts hitting the ball and getting on a run, right? Like, it's easy to get back into the game when you're at a baseball game, right? It's
Mhm.
not like, I don't know, it's not like you miss you're at a football game or something and you're partying and then you miss like 80-yard bomb for a touchdown. Like,
Yeah,
it's over. Like, you don't have the next 3 guys
Yeah.
up the bat, right? When
Right.
they're getting in a rhythm.
yeah.
I would say baseball games, definitely if you have some kind of suite or like the Big Mac land where they have it over there, you know, or like a
Yeah.
rooftop, like you can party, have a good time,
Yeah, that's what
and
it's
still be engaged
Yeah.
without giving it all your
Yeah,
focus.
yeah,
You know
absolutely.
what I mean?
Yeah.
That makes total sense. Now hockey is
Very
pretty,
exciting.
hockey's just something. I mean, it's great because it's so violent.
And it's
You know,
fast
I mean,
paced.
it's people getting mad at each other and seeing how hard, you know, they check each other into the boards, or how guys are just nonchalant about, all right, it's time for us to fight. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? They just both throw their gloves down, and it's the only sport you can do that. They throw you in a box for 5 minutes, and then they bring you back. Like, all right, you can play again.
Right.
You can play with others again. And
Yeah.
I think that's awesome. You know, any other sport you're doing that in, aside from a fighting sport, you're kicked out and you're probably suspended for several games.
Yeah, and fined.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in hockey, it's
okay.
encouraged.
Yeah. The fans need it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
What's your favorite team?
Baseball, Cardinals, without a doubt.
Cardinals?
Yeah, St. Louis.
Yeah, they're pretty storied franchise. Being a Cubs fan, I'm not a Cardinals hater. I respect the Cardinals,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
And
Same, even though I like to talk
They're
smack
not-
to all the Cubs
right.
fans. Cubs,
Oh,
Cardinals
yeah.
fans like to go back and forth. I mean, we're Midwest, so we're right in between.
Yep.
You're either a Cubs or Cardinals fan for the most part around here.
Yep.
Sure.
Dodgers fan over there, probably. I see with the LA. But yeah, for the most part, you're either Cubs or Cardinals here. My dad, my brother, they were Cubs fans. I was a Cardinals fan, so I was the one in the family that was always bumping heads with
Black sheep
those
action
two when
right
we were
there.
watching games, and I think I enjoyed that part of it. So
There's some Brewers sprinkled in.
yeah,
Yeah, you do.
it's the really and some White Sox too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
There are
Once in a while.
yeah. You see those plates?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're
plates.
standing. The ones that are really bold with it for
Yeah.
some reason. But Cardinals did horrible last year, man. So hopefully they made some good moves in the off season, and they can bring it back around because they can be a great team with any team. They just
Right.
have to put the parts together.
That's one thing I would say that team, even with the manager changes, 'cause I probably have more friends that I actually talk sports with that are Cardinals fans than Cubs, but like even that team, they still find ways to win when they don't have those big key free agent signings or and like I said, even when they had who was the last manager you guys had? What's his name? Matheny? He was the manager one guy ago or whatever. He was there for a little while. Wasn't that right?
I don't know.
He was a catcher or whatever.
I think.
Played for catcher for you guys. Anyway, he was. I thought he was garbage, but he could still throw together a good team that would be competitive.
Yeah, I think the main office has it together for the Cardinals
Yeah.
for the most part. But I mean, it's also crazy because you watch them get rid of some just amazing key players.
Right.
They get them. Cardinals really good about grabbing them from the younger leagues, grabbing them from high school, and putting them in their minor
solid
league teams
minor
and
league.
getting them moving. And they're really good about building them up and then trading them off for
Right.
something else and making bad decisions. Aldaris Garcia being one of them,
Mhm.
you know. I mean, I could go on and on. There's just so many, but again, you can't win them all, and you can't tell who's going to be really a great player all the time. But the Cardinals are really good about grabbing them and putting them in their minor league. But I wish they'd just keep them.
Keep a few of those guys that are, I don't know. Those
Yeah, because they
guys.
develop kids like.
Walker's an absolute
Better than
stud, dude. That
Yeah.
dude is going to have an amazing career. I think Nolan Gorman has a great
Mhm.
career ahead of him. Two solid rookies they had last year. Alec Burleson, I mean, he put together a good year. He's not generational talent or anything, but yeah, I mean, just those three key rookies coming in have been huge. Walker's
Walker's
No.
a stud.
Yeah.
massive. He's just going to hit bombs all year long, so I'm excited to watch him play some more.
Who's your favorite athlete?
Michael Jordan would be, I would say, the key athlete that comes to mind when you ask. I have a ton of athletes that I respect,
Right.
but I'd say from me growing up, being born in '81, raised in the '90s, watching Jordan, just absolutely dominate the NBA when he played. That just stuck with me for the rest of my life. That's kind of what got me involved in basketball whatsoever. Other than that, I really didn't. Me and my brother played, but
Right.
I didn't watch until the Bulls started dominating like that. So,
There's a lot of people that way.
yeah, and I think he's a great role model too. So I just watched a video. So I was in Baseball Card City over in Peoria. I was picking up some cards, and there's an older guy in there, and we started talking. And he's got a video on his phone, and it was Michael Jordan and his grandson. And his grandson, I don't know what that was. His grandson was part of the Make-A-Wish Foundation,
Yeah.
right? So he had a couple heart surgeries, and he got the wish to meet Jordan, and it was just an awesome video. He signed the jersey for the kid. He was signing cards for him, and he's just arm wrestling
Oh,
the
that's
kid. He's
cool.
like, I don't like to lose. I don't like to lose, and he's gonna beat the kid. Then he lets him beat him.
That's awesome.
And just the personality and stuff he put together. I think he's just a great role model as far as athletes go, and there's a lot of them that kids look up to that they probably shouldn't be. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
One guy recently was suspended a couple times in the NBA.
Who's that?
Ja Morant.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That guy.
Yeah, there's a lot. I
Throwing
mean,
their gun around.
wait. So what happened? Who's that guy that fights all the Draymond Green?
Oh, yeah.
Right? Didn't they suspend him for a bunch of games or kick him out of the NBA?
I don't know.
Yeah, man, the last fight he got in a bunch of trouble
Oh,
for
that's
it.
right. Yeah, he did get in some big trouble.
Yeah, I heard they were almost just gonna kick him out of the league
Yeah,
and suspend him. Like, who goes that far in basketball to where you're losing millions of dollars and playing something that you love to do because you can't control your anger issues? But
It's reacting out of emotion instead of.
yeah,
21 games.
which I mean we all do at times, but you got to dial that
Well,
back.
he's
20
missed,
games.
No, he's missed 21 games due to
Okay.
suspension.
Okay, so far. Yeah, I think they were in talk about just kicking him out of the league.
Oh yeah,
which is
yeah.
something-
He's been suspended indefinitely.
Yeah, crazy.
So for striking Phoenix Suns center
Yeah, good luck.
Joseph Nurek in the face.
Yeah, I've never been able to pronounce
So
that
we,
one.
you know, Yusuf.
You're crazy.
Yeah, Curtis, we do have a producer, but he got stomach flu, so he wasn't able to make it tonight. So I'm kind of having a dual
Oh, okay.
dual
yeah,
role
that's
here.
right.
You know, Jesse.
Is his name Carlos?
His name's not Carlos.
You need to call him that. If
Wait,
it's
you
not,
know what?
so why
I
not?
think Carlos. I think Jesse would be okay to be called Carlos.
Yeah.
I mean, he always
I like
says his
it.
nickname's a legend, but I don't know.
Legend
Self-proclaimed. Anyway, yeah, Cardinals. No, great franchise, man. They got 11 World Series
Yeah.
victories, probably a million Hall of Famers. No, that's like I said. I'm not a fan, but I'm not a hater either. So, but favorite athlete, Jordan. What do you think? What's one of your favorite moments of Jordan's career?
Oh, dude, there's just so many.
There's too many, right?
There's so many. I mean, obviously the NBA Finals, all the three-peats. Just some of the games he put together was insane.
All the three-peats?
The 2 3-peats. I mean, that's more than one.
Yeah.
More than one.
Yeah, so it's all of them.
You're right.
What are you getting at?
Nothing.
Huh? Lakers.
So, yeah.
I mean, there would have been more had he not retired
Right.
early. You know, Jordan wasn't done.
Yeah. If you haven't
The
watched,
Bulls were done now.
The Bulls were done, and he was somebody that was standing his ground, dude. He told him, if you're changing the team, then I'm done. And he
Right.
stood behind what he said he was going to do.
yeah, if fans out there, if you haven't watched The Last Dance, right? It's on
Absolutely.
Netflix.
Great documentary.
It
It
is.
is.
It is.
Last Dance
Yeah.
on Netflix is amazing.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
watched
And
it.
they talk about Peoria, Illinois in it too.
Yep.
So shout out to Peoria. It's
Yep.
not a great shout out to Peoria, Illinois, and what was going on. But
Doesn't
they
matter what
did-
they say around it.
Yeah.
They say
But,
Peoria, Illinois.
Yeah, we were in there.
May or may have not been at that party.
Yeah. So.
They were on phones back then with cameras. So it wasn't-
Absolutely.
So.
That might have been 6.
Yeah. Major League Baseball this year.
Hell yeah.
Free agency, man.
yeah, baby.
Shohei, man, the
Yeah.
biggest talk, right? Shohei.
10 years, $700 million deal.
Insane.
Yeah, he's like
The Dodgers just have money to throw around like that. I mean, he took it on like a retainer,
It's like
right?
a
So they
deferred
could sign.
contract or something, right?
Absolutely. So
Yeah.
he only gets so much, but then he just gets paid at the end of his
24 in a
contract.
year, and then he gets the rest of it at the end.
It's just insane amounts of money. I think he can live off 24 a year probably.
Probably.
Hopefully, he didn't cut himself
I'm sure
short.
the tax rate in California sucks.
The great
but-
thing is the tax rate is based off where they play their games at. So they get
Nice.
taxed off each game. So their salary's based off how many games they play, right? And then
they
the
want that job.
Yep, that's what I was saying. That
Yeah,
has to
it'd
be
be
a
terrible
logistic
accounting.
nightmare for
Oh,
accounting.
right.
Logistic nightmare.
Where'd they play again?
Yeah.
That'd
So-
be so irritating.
But I'm sure if you're an NBA accountant, you're probably making loads of
Oh
money.
yeah, you're
Yeah.
good. You're smart,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, pay other people to do it for
Hey, do
you.
you think that like the office staff also gets rings if they win a
Yeah,
title?
I think they do.
Absolutely. The upper management, executives, yeah, they all get rings.
Dude,
Like the legit full size ones.
Legit
So,
full size rings.
I think
Wow.
everyone that is like an employee of the organization will get a ring.
Yeah, I don't
But
know.
now,
Towel
I think,
kid and-
I think so. Like, there's like a cutoff
Towel
to where.
Bobby Boucher.
Another classic.
So there's like a cutoff though, like a certain point, then it's like a smaller
yeah,
Super
smaller
Bowl ring or
They get a
championship ring.
pinky ring.
Yeah. You get a ring pop.
Yeah.
It's the ring. But yeah, no, because I do remember hearing something about that a couple years ago. It was Super Bowl. I think the Chiefs were trying to either not give some of the staff or make their ring like really puny or something, and they came out and they upped the ante a little bit. I guess
Oh,
gave them something a
interesting.
little more
Not
more
surprising
robust.
from the Chiefs, I guess.
Yeah.
If I wasn't in one of the players on the field, I don't think I'd complain much if I didn't get a ring from a championship.
Yeah, you didn't. I mean,
That's weird. Sounds like
Well, they all feel like they're a part of it, right? Like, I mean, if you didn't have cold Gatorade, you might not be able to play through that high ankle sprain,
it's high quality H2O.
yeah.
right? So Shohei, 700 million, 10 years.
Drink the water from Lake Alaska.
Absolutely.
What's this other? Who's the pitcher they signed?
Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
Yamamoto.
That was like Shohei's buddy, right?
Yeah.
It was, dude. That was the biggest reasons he took that deferred contract was
Yep.
to get this dude
Yeah.
signed. And yeah, it's gonna be
Well, also
huge.
deferred quite a bit, if I remember right.
Was it?
Yeah.
I didn't read into that, but you're probably correct.
Probably.
Yeah.
It's I mean they're throwing around some big money, dude. The Dodgers are gonna make some pretty big moves this year, most likely. But
So my prediction is Dodgers keep him for 7. How many years did you get? 12.
yeah,
Shohei got 10 years. Okay, so they're gonna keep Shohei for 7. Ditch him off so they don't have to finish the back end of that contract.
yeah,
No,
Good luck.
it's guaranteed.
Yeah, to the other team that's gonna pay him when the Dodgers.
Oh.
yeah. They can buy his contract out,
Right.
but who's gonna pay that much
No one's
for
gonna take him.
7 years?
Yeah,
We'll
7
see,
years.
dude.
He's 29 now. You're gonna give a
Hey,
36-year-old
hey.
guy that kind of money.
Nolan Ryan.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Nolan
Tom
Ryan,
Brady.
dude. Yeah. To another great example. I mean, they don't build him like that, but
Jr.
Shohei's something special.
He
Dude.
is.
That guy's
Yeah.
like a robot, man. I mean, I
He
could
is.
see him playing until he's 40 years old.
Someone would want that. Some struggling in Baltimore.
Yeah, dude.
You know,
Baltimore.
Cincinnati Reds.
Look at the games Nolan
Just-
Ryan was putting together in his
Yeah.
40s, dude. He had some of
Yeah.
his biggest games in his 40s. So I mean,
Still throwing no-nos.
yeah, you can compete. You can compete in Major League Baseball. If we're talking, you're talking the NHL or the NFL,
Right.
more violent sports like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude,
Different
it
ballgame.
eats their young, dude. Motocross, it literally eats the young and spits them out.
Right.
You're lucky to even finish a career in any of those sports
Yeah.
because there's so many injuries and it's so violent. But MLB,
Absolutely.
man, they're pretty pampered unless they get in a nice fight, which is cool to see
Yeah.
every once
The
in a while
next,
too.
the next easy sport is golf.
Yeah,
Yeah.
soccer.
2 things you could do.
Soccer is a really
Brutal.
tough sport, dude. Super
Yeah.
tough because you're running all the time, but violent wise, it can get a little violent.
It can.
I
Some
like to watch the
slides and
flops,
stuff.
kind of like
Yeah.
the NBA's turned into a bunch
Yeah,
of flops.
so my daughter's a soccer kid, and I learned that the concussion rate is the same as football,
oh,
or
really?
a little higher actually.
Oh, wow.
Well, I think a lot of it has to do with some of those soccer kids hit the ball in the top of your head.
Yeah, yeah.
That was coming down. I think
These-
some of those, but still, that's a lot of
I'm
concussions.
telling you, the physical exertion it takes to play soccer is probably, it's up there with any other sport because
Yeah.
it's constant
Yeah.
running, dude. You have to be in such good shape to
There's
play,
no
and it's
timeout.
such a fun sport, dude.
Yeah,
it is
no
so
breaks.
no breaks at
The
all.
huddle, we don't get to go
No.
on the sideline because coach needs to tell you.
None of
"Hey, you
that.
gotta run this
None of that.
route."
I mean, even in hockey, it's the same way, but they're only out there for 2 minutes and then they're skating back and they're
Yep.
throwing another team out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're getting time to rest
Trying
in
not to
between.
vomit because you.
Yeah.
Ice skating is hard. Man.
Yeah.
That takes a lot of work.
Yeah, well, once you've got your ice skating down, then you can start your hockey. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? That's the basics is
Man.
learning how to skate in every direction and stop, and really your basics. of
Stopping's
skating.
my trouble.
Yeah,
I can skate, not great, but I can go forward and turn. I just stopping though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
they make
I
you
need a
run.
wall.
They make you run
No
drills.
breaks on
dude.
John.
No.
Those drills will tear you down for sure.
So Cody Bellinger is probably by far the best free agent still available.
Yeah.
Cubs won him, but they only won him at like a 2-year deal. He wants like a 6-year,
We'll see.
$150 million
Well,
deal.
if they're not going to pay Cody, I have a feeling somebody else is going to.
And wouldn't it be pretty sick if the Dodgers signed him?
I don't think we'll take him back.
No.
No, I'd love it. I like Cody Bellinger.
Absolutely, man. He had a great year last year,
Yeah.
but he's had a lot of good years too. The guys can just be kind of hot and cold, and I think that's what they're worried about. Paying
Yeah.
the guy a bunch of money, and he's got another cold, got
Right.
another cold year.
Sonny Gray, Kyle Gibson, Lance Lynn. Those are kind of your guys' the Cardinals' top free agent.
Yeah.
What do you?
I mean, they needed to strengthen the bullpen a little bit, and that's what
Right.
they're working on. So, not horrible pickups, but again, we'll see, man. Like I said, the Cardinals have won World Series with way less of teams.
They just they figure out a way to do it.
Absolutely, it's just everybody
you have to
comes
respect
together.
Yeah, my favorite World Series for you guys was the when you guys limped into the wild card and
Oh,
just
The
ran
Rangers.
Yeah.
and they beat the Rangers, dude.
I was
Insane, because we were down so many times in that series, and it seemed like there was no way out of it.
Yeah,
and they just pulled. They did, man. They did. It was one. So they deserved. They fought and groaned for every inch of that World Series.
Yeah,
man.
they
So
went in. I'm like, oh,
they deserved it.
And
Yeah,
they just kept playing.
Kept on making
they
it
did.
happen.
Insane stuff. Dave Freese was just a huge part of all of that, man. Game 6, probably one of the most exciting games to watch ever. I had a buddy that was actually at the game, got to see it in person.
Man, that's nutty.
Yeah,
that is nutty.
yeah,
Walk-off home run, right?
he did, man.
Game 6.
He did.
To take it to Game 7.
And just before that, he had hit a home run and tied the game.
Mm-hmm.
So he hit a home run, tied the game. Then he got up again and he hit a walk-off home run to win the game. And they were down at that point, right? It was like, it was over with.
Yeah.
Everybody thought it was over with.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until it wasn't. And that's what I said about baseball. It's boring until it's not.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely.
What's a comfort food of yours?
Cheesecake's most comfort food. I don't like to admit it. I can sit and eat a whole cheesecake by myself and then pay for it afterwards, for sure. Dude.
So do
But,
you like
love
the
it.
Costco sample tray cheesecake?
You know, I do. It's they're all right. I don't know about the Costco ones as much. There's certain ones I like and other ones that I
should
don't
say
care
box
for.
storage.
Yeah, they're good. I don't like nuts on anything. So like they have the ones with the turtle and the nuts on top of it. Those gotta go, man. I will not eat them. That's just disgusting. If you put a nut in something, you ruin it. Banana bread cookies, like keep it out.
Yeah.
My wife knows there's not even any allowed in the house. It's
Really?
disgusting.
No walnuts.
No, there are. I'm
No
joking. They
peanuts.
can eat them, but I don't want anything to do with them.
And do you like nuts like by themselves?
I can eat peanuts, like a
Okay.
roasted peanut every once in a while.
So baseball hot dog, no peanuts.
Yeah, hot dog, no peanuts for sure.
Seeds?
Sunflower seeds?
Yeah.
I can eat sunflower seeds.
Okay.
I'm not really a huge fan of them, you know. I always think of the Ace Ventura, just putting them in the ashtray. Smoking's a nasty habit, you know. Yeah. So I'm not big on sunflower seeds, but I can eat those. Those are fine. I just don't like nuts for some reason.
All right, I get it. I get it.
I eat trail mix. I have handfuls of different kinds of nuts.
A lot of people do.
Yeah,
Absolutely. A lot of people
He
do.
pulls the M&Ms out of the trail mix because he likes nuts so much.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't like the M&Ms.
yeah.
If they put dark chocolate peanut M&Ms in trail mix, I'd
Peanut
be all
M&Ms
for
are
it.
the good
Peanut
stuff.
butter.
They are the good
M&Ms,
stuff.
dude. Peanut butter M&Ms are my favorite.
Yeah, peanut butter. Peanut and peanut butter, those are like one. Actually, we have some of those in the
Yeah.
jars.
I'm a dark chocolate
Snack
peanut
jars.
guy.
Okay.
Best peanut or best
Yeah.
M&M ever.
Okay.
Peanut or second close. Peanut butter second close. Very very close.
Yeah, caramel on it. The caramel peanut. I hate them.
Yeah.
Can't stand the caramel M&Ms.
They came out with a bunch of different like cookie crunch ones and all
Ugh,
that crap.
ugh.
I like the basic two, and then I like the.
I mean, peanut butter and chocolate just go
Mhm.
hand in hand, bro.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Well, what about your drink of choice now? Like we so
got
this mechanism
If
on
we're
the-
talking, yeah, I'd say I drink water most of the time. There's another drink we've been drinking. It's an antioxidant juice, so it's like plum juice. It's got pomegranate in it. It's got just highly concentrated. I mean, if you spilled this on anything, it'd just stain it. And I put about this much in the bottom of a glass. Yeah, I think it has beets in it too,
Yeah,
dude.
stains.
So I put a little bit in the bottom of a glass of ice, and then I put a sparkling water. So it's a lime cherry sparkling water in with that, dude. Oh my god, it's so good for you too. You know what I'm saying? Got all those antioxidants, but yeah, hydrogen water. I've been drinking a lot of that lately.
See, and you got me on that too. So I went with ion bottles.
Yep.
All right, and yours is
Mine's a Level Up H2. So off of Amazon, push the button, generates hydrogen right into the water.
look at
He's
that.
out of the loop over here. That's why he looks so old, because he hasn't been drinking it. I was just joking, but it's supposed to be anti-aging. It's great for inflammation. It's huge. It produces a huge amount of antioxidants. The water binds to your system a lot better than just regular tap water or bottled water.
So what's at the bottom of these things?
It's a hydrogen generator. So it actually generates hydrogen gas and it puts it into the water. You can open it while
So like
mine's
if I had enough of these,
that's why
I could
it's
fill a
blinking.
lamp and float away.
Possibly.
Interesting.
Yeah. A
So
big
I,
enough one.
So
It's
Curtis,
just
I
carry
told you about
heat
this.
away.
I bought a tester off Amazon. I bought a tester you can actually just put in there, and it'll count the
Oh yeah.
parts per billion.
Like the
of
thing you
free-
do for your pool. Oh, there goes
Kind
the
of.
duck.
Similar to the pool, but way more technology there. But yeah, no, it actually produces. I mean, you'll see it, and the number goes up. The parts
Yeah.
per billion goes way up. So,
Okay.
there's a lot of good stuff. You kind of got me on it, and there's just a lot of good.
Hey, when you get to a certain age, any health benefits you can
Yeah.
get from anything, man, why not? Especially
Yeah.
something as simple as pushing a button and then drinking the
Yeah,
water from it, and it tastes
exactly.
good.
Just regular water.
Yep.
So the cool thing is, inflammation is one of the key things for that for the hydrogen water.
I suffer from that.
So when I had that,
You need to try it.
dude, you need it.
Yeah.
You need to get some.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
It's $100.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless we could have level up and Ion Bottles could be the first one to sponsor the show and maybe
Absolutely.
throw us a few of them.
Yeah, because I need some proof here,
Yeah.
Ion bottles. You got to send us one because I don't think this is legit.
Well, check it out.
So I'll tell you this, my experience with it, because I've been
I'll
drinking
open
it
it.
for
I'll test it. I'll back you if it's legit. If not, I'm gonna. Yeah.
You're gonna back it.
probably a month, probably at least a
Yeah.
month, maybe 2 months now. No, it's been over 2 months
Yeah.
before Christmas.
Yeah.
Been drinking that. It's the only water I drink. And I back in October, September, I had that cellulitis infection in my leg.
Mm-hmm.
Bunch of fluid in there after the infection was gone. So like every day, where my sock line was at, it'd be like it's just swollen right there, right? Asked the doctor, she's like, it's just like lymph fluid in your body. Over time, will go away. After I started drinking that, it's like virtually gone now.
Wow.
And I think it's just because of the antioxidants, inflammation, all that stuff. So, like you said, man, it takes literally, I think maybe 10 minutes for it to produce like 3,000 parts per billion. Just do it, let it sit on the counter. It lasts like 6 hours, if you don't open it, it'll last like 6 hours. The hydrogen will in there. Gary Brecken says to do it. I did, man.
Absolutely.
So if you open it, it all just evaporates, and then you're stuck with just basic water again.
No.
No, you can open it and drink it while it's producing hydrogen, but it'll hold in the water for that long. It's not going to release it when you open the cap, though.
Right.
Okay.
But there's pressure. It does build pressure in
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, it builds a little bit of pressure up in it.
So,
All right.
yeah, we just need a couple. Maybe it'd be nice maybe if Level Up and Ion Bottles both. give
Yeah,
us
we
a
could
sample.
test both because this
Yeah,
one,
compare them, right?
this one was $200.
Mine was like I think
This one-
120-ish maybe.
Yeah,
maybe.
so we could compare and see which one actually produces more. And
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that would be fun.
I like it.
awesome.
I like it.
Like
They
watching
have to be
paint
new
dry.
because these guys have messed with them already.
Yeah.
So they gotta be new ones.
Right.
It's as fun as watching paint dry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It lights
so
up
how
blue.
long is it? Like this thing is still going, man.
Well, yeah, it's gonna go for 10 minutes.
My
I
battery's
double
dead
tapped
on
it.
mine.
Oh,
Mine goes for 3 minutes, but when I first click it, but yeah, it's dead.
3 minutes. Don't feel better than 10 minutes.
Well, I can do one click 3,
not what she
double
said.
click is yeah, right. Double click is 10. It's like 1,800 parts per billion or 3,000 parts per billion. Depends on which one.
3,000 goes better.
Yeah, it's 10 minutes. 10 minutes of blue light bubbling.
Yeah.
But
Come on,
anyway,
man. Help me with the information if it's legit.
Yeah.
if it's legit, we got a favorite movie.
Step Brothers comes to mind. That's just a classic. I mean, we could go on and on. I
Did you
like the
fart?
corny.
Did you fart? Is
No.
that
Onions?
is that onion? Ketchup?
Okay, first I thought this was kind of funny.
There's so many good one-liners in
Yeah,
that movie.
but I could any corny, funny movie like that, man. I'm that type of guy. So like,
Basically, all
Adam
these-
Sandler movies.
Will Ferrell,
yeah.
Adam Sandler,
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. Like we were just talking about Waterboy.
Yeah.
I can watch Waterboy anytime,
Over and
anywhere.
over and
dude.
over
I can
again.
watch it over and over. It is hilarious every time.
Let's go to
East Diogo. Just yeah.
Yeah, no, it's great. No, the Catalina wine mixer. So I thought this was kind of funny. It's actually a real thing.
Oh, it is.
It's
I live in California.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I knew Catalina was, but I didn't realize.
No, they actually have. So they're on their.
Sharks on the backside of that thing.
Is there?
Oh.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah, don't swim around that thing.
So you can
Monster
go.
Soup, they'll eat ya. For sure.
Nice.
They so it's their 9th annual Catalina wine mixer, May 31st through June 1st.
So this started right after Step Brothers.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm gonna say. But you know what? I went to the website, checked it out. It looks like a blast. Live entertainment, live music, a bunch of wine tastings, a bunch of other activities. for 2 people, for 2 nights, I think it was, and the tickets for VIP tickets, it was like 30, just shy of $3,300.
Okay.
So you still got to fly out there, but
Yeah.
it looked like a blast. But it's probably like any other like all-inclusive resort you go to where like their little like video of it, you know, like
Yeah.
selling it to you. It looks amazing. You get there and it's like
They're just
bunch of overweight.
setting it up on the beach, just like a
Yeah,
wedding or something,
right.
too. You know.
Like that funky tent concert that guy tried to throw, that rap guy. Rule maybe?
Juvenile, right?
No, it
Oh, in
wasn't
Peoria?
Juvenile.
Where?
No, it was some island. He put tents up. There was supposed to be some mad concert.
You're talking about
Nelly?
that. No, there was a big scam around that
Yeah.
whole thing.
The storm came in and blew all the tents
Yeah,
around.
there's
It
a
was
big
so
there's
messed
a
up.
big documentary about it, dude. It's crazy.
It was years ago.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was, and I can't. It was a festival. And I-
Supposed to be a
yeah,
festival.
and I can't think of the name
very
of it. but
exclusive.
Very lots of money spent, and
Yeah.
they didn't have anything set up already for people.
all
There
of
was
these
nothing.
people. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
fantastic.
No.
What Ohio State University football? Yeah, I mean, do you guys watch college football much or no?
I don't watch any college.
No college football?
Mm-mm.
I
You do a little
slightly
bit.
follow it. Yeah.
So Ohio State, I'm a Michigan fan. As maybe you know, Ohio State's like our biggest.
Yes, that much I do know.
So I thought this was pretty crazy. I came across this. So NFL Rookie of the Year, offense and defense, right? So 2016, Joey Bosa won it. 2017, Marshawn Lattimore won it. 2019, Nick Bosa won it. 2020, Chase Young. 2022, Garrett Wilson. And it looks most likely like CJ Stroud this year is going to win it. NFL Offensive
Yeah, without
Rookie
a
of the
doubt.
Year.
Without
I mean,
a doubt,
he
Stroud's got it.
just
Yeah,
a
he's
stud.
got it. Man.
Yeah,
He's
he's
Right.
chewing.
So I just find it kind of crazy that they've had so much individual player success coming out of Ohio State University, right? But in the college playoff, which it was only 14, only 4 teams made it the last 10 years or whatever it's been. They had a 3-4 record, only 5 appearances, and they won the very first college football playoff.
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
How can you have a 3-4 record with 5 appearances?
They made it 5 times to the playoff.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So they made the playoff 5 times. They've won obviously 3 of those. So they had to play extra games.
Okay.
But I don't know. I just wonder how that I mean, is it? Because obviously they have some of the best players going into the NFL. It's just how is it?
And they have them all at the same time.
No, I mean they had a couple of these guys probably on the same teams,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But
I mean, if you only one person isn't going to carry a football team to a championship. right?
no,
I mean,
they're
some-
not.
That's
I mean,
basketball.
Yeah, that's basketball type stuff for sure.
Yep, absolutely. I mean, and Ohio State's good, right? I mean, they always put together pretty. It just never seemed like these guys could play with the SEC teams. When they get in the college playoff, those 4 losses, I would guess they're probably SEC teams.
Yeah.
They probably beat the Pac-12 team in their first game. Second game, they go play an SEC team and just get smoked. It's just, but then you get those guys go to the NFL and they're elite, right?
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
mean, I'm sure the year that any of these guys came out, there was a kid from Georgia or Alabama that went first round just like these guys did, but it
Yeah,
just
well,
seems like
we've only
Ohio
got-
State
We've
Yeah.
got 2 quarterbacks in there, right?
just
Oh,
won.
no, just 1 quarterback. Oh, you
Yep.
got Stroud. I was thinking.
Yeah, Ohio State's been garbage at putting quarterbacks out.
Yeah.
Justin
So-
Fields sucks, and everybody else before him sucked. But
Hey, what was that thing you said? Joseph Fields might go somewhere and you get some picks?
yeah, we're trying to. I think they're going to trade him
To where?
anywhere, just not in
I
Chicago.
thought you said he might go to this place.
Doesn't
Well-
somebody have to want him?
Yeah, the weird thing is there's people that
Oh, absolutely. There's teams that could use him.
The Raiders are interested. The Falcons supposedly are interested. All the rumors, who knows? But
Shout out Mike Vick.
I even seen a rumor that Jim Harbaugh loves Caleb Williams, the USC quarterback, like so much that he'd be willing to give up Herbert for like the Bears first, like 2 first-round picks and somebody else or something crazy. And I'm like, there's no way. I would do
Big
it.
news.
I would do it in a heartbeat to get Herbert.
Yeah, that would work out well for you guys.
Yeah, I'd do it in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
I hope it happens.
I hope it.
I don't think it's gonna happen, but Yeah,
The
no.
whole draft pick thing, like I'm like, you guys are. When's the last time you traded up for a draft pick and it's actually worked for you?
Yeah, that's one thing trading like up like 3 or 4 picks, like, but to go into like number 1 overall, you have to give up so much. I mean, look at the Panthers last year. Gave up probably one of the top, I don't know, somewhere between number 5 and number 10 receiver in the league in DJ Moore. Gave up their first round pick last year, and their first round pick this year, second round pick next year.
Panthers make it a bunch of stupid.
Dude, it was I mean, so like,
I mean, they gave up Christian McCaffrey.
oh,
Who does
yeah.
that?
Oh yeah.
Who drafts that guy and then lets him?
I
go?
forgot about that.
I mean, that just shows you
that
what
was
kind
all
of
the
moves
last
they're
year.
making in their office.
Jeez.
I mean, that's like all the last year, dude. I mean, it's
Yeah.
given up. It's crazy. But like, so like that.
That's like the Michael Jordan ran Charlotte Hornets.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Something about
Just bad. What was that kid you liked? Kwame or something?
Kwame Leonard or something like that. Is that it?
Oh my goodness. He played like this kid's the best ever. Oh god.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that trade. I think that trade depends what the Bears do. If they keep the pick from the Panthers this year, which is first overall, if they keep it, take Williams, and he turns out, if they trade it and they get 3 more first round picks and another starter or something, and then those guys turn out. I
Who
mean,
do they have to coach this kid? Like Justin Fields.
they signed the offensive coordinator was Shane Waldron. He's off of the Shanahan McVay. Like, a lot of GMs, coaches everywhere around the league thought that the Waldron is literally probably the best available guy to sign if you're the Bears. Whether you keep Fields or draft a guy, because he's worked with both young guys and veterans.
Gotcha.
He was a Seahawks coordinator, the offensive coordinator the last 3 years. Took Geno Smith. Geno Smith was like dead to the world. I thought he was retired. Made him a Pro Bowl quarterback. So they actually finally got an offensive coordinator that can call plays, hopefully, in Chicago.
So do you think they'll give Justin a way to get someone that they can work fresh with that guy, or like, okay, dude, this is your 1 year, like you do it now, or you're out of here?
I think somebody would literally have to give the Bears like equal to probably 4 first round picks. Like whatever that trade compensation is, they have like a points scheme.
Yeah.
Like I think they would have to get that to give up the first overall. Only because Caleb Williams, I don't know. I don't like that he's 6'1", but if he's a true 6'1", that's a little different. But like last year, Bryce Young, he's 6'1". He measured in like 5'10" at the combine. So, but like, I don't know. I mean, Caleb Williams, they've been talking since he was at Oklahoma, and this kid is different, right? Like,
I ran a 4.5 in high school, but in the program, I ran a 4.3.
Yeah, no, but I don't know. I just think they'd have to get a whole lot of trade compensation to let that pick go.
Yeah.
Because last year they passed like CJ Stroud, right? Like, that's crazy. I mean, the Bears have better weapons than the freaking Texans do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you pass on, I don't know. That's tough. So, I think they have to get a lot of compensation to make it worth it.
Yeah.
You have to get like 4 other starters, right? Like, to like make it.
I mean, that's
Or
a
pass on
tough
quarterback.
call. Who knows if they would have ended up with Stroud anyways. I mean, nobody even
True.
thought.
Yeah.
Who they think was going to be the first round pick? Wasn't it Richardson that they were thinking was going to go first, or Levis even for a while? He was like
Oh, yeah.
up at the top, and then
went
Levis
the
ends
second
up
round.
going, like last in the second round or
Yeah,
something.
he was late.
Yeah,
Crazy.
So, yeah, I don't know.
How did that change so quickly?
it's crazy, man. I don't know.
Well, I think there's a lot of smoke screens. Like, I think there's a whole lot of smoke screens. The guys just putting out stuff, right? I mean, even now with the Caleb Williams crap, like, you know, he's some guy on Twitter, X, you know, now it's called X. So he put out that Williams doesn't want to go to the Bears. He's not going to enter the draft unless the Bears agree to trade the pick. Another guy put out Williams isn't going to, he doesn't want to go to a team unless he gets partial ownership of the team.
Well, that shows me right there. I wouldn't want him on my team in the first place.
Right.
Yeah.
The dude sounds like a prima donna, and from what I heard already, is he's just an absolute pain to be on a team with. Like, just the article I read,
Yeah.
all of his teammates had said they're glad to get rid of him because he's so
hard to-
hard to be
yeah.
around. And I mean, that's almost telling me that that's true. If he's complaining about, well, I'm not going to enter the draft if this team, it just
Right.
sounds like some prima donna stuff. I don't want that guy leading my team in the
No.
first place. Dude.
Eli Manning.
Let him go.
Yeah.
You know.
John Elway. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, it's crazy. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
That is
So,
wild.
what stadium, arena, course, would you want to do a visit before you die, Kurt?
I'd like to do the Super Bowl in Vegas once. So I've never been to an NFL game. I don't have a ton of desire to go to one unless it's the Super Bowl in Vegas. So I think I want that to be my first game. So that's really the only stadium. I've been to the Astrodome when I was just a kid. I went to a couple games there. My grandma lived in Texas. We visited a lot.
You got like
Amazing stadium, man. It's pretty cool. What's that?
You got like 6 days.
Yeah, you really need to get
So
that
the Super
ticket.
Bowl?
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't have to.
In
Am
Vegas.
I gonna die? You guys know something I don't?
Before it comes back
He
to
said
Vegas,
before
maybe.
I die.
Hey, your battery
I-
will good.
I-
Your
I think-
hydrogen water.
I think
generator,
Vegas
man.
is gonna be the spot every year from now on.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just gonna make it normal.
Well, then I hope Peoria's flights to Vegas go back down soon.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
they do when the Super Bowl's not going on, probably.
Man, they've been a little high recently.
Yeah, everything has been. Even myself.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, no, you have to
You're
say
not,
with the
you're
prices of everything, right?
Damn inflation.
That didn't happen.
That's what we're all supposed to be doing.
I'll forget about that before I get to the car.
So I thought this was kind of crazy. So Mark Zuckerberg, Facebook, right?
Yeah, dirtbag.
I know. 2004 is when he launched it. When he was a Harvard student,
Yeah.
and it was called the Facebook.
Yep. A movie about it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
You made a movie
You
about
haven't
the
seen it
app?
called The Social Club?
Yeah. Yeah. Social
On
network.
Facebook.
It's not the 80s and it's not a comedy, so I'm out.
Okay.
But yeah, so I remember. I vaguely remember this, but it started off as just Harvard students were, available to be on it.
It was a college,
Yeah.
social college website. For
And then
Harvard
they
students.
opened it up to Yale and Stanford, so all these just like,
colleges after
Just-
that.
yeah,
You had to have a
just-
college email to have a Facebook
Yep.
at that point.
and that's how it started. You had to have college email,
Yeah.
so I typed in my ICC email in there,
Yes. Yeah.
But yeah, no. So he at the end of that year, that first year, he had like over 1 million subscribers or whatever to it, and quit college. So, but I guess my biggest question is,
Yes, I
what?
would too.
How am I
Impact.
going to start a multi-billion-dollar company?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
and it starts
And,
and
fast. Are there any ideas?
what? So what do you think the impact of Facebook has had on the world? On a micro and
Wow,
macro
you're-
level.
This was supposed to be a short
Yeah.
podcast.
You're right. No, I'm just
Oh,
saying.
let's go back to how long before you think they're recording our thoughts.
Yeah.
I like that question earlier because we're just getting deep into stuff anyway. We're talking about Facebook is social networking and Facebook has been absolutely horrible to our world, to our kids, to our morals, to the sense of people getting too used to talking a bunch of crap and not getting punched in the face.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? I think
absolutely.
that Mike Tyson quoted that, where
Yep.
people have got way too comfortable with,
Yep.
with talking, saying whatever they want to somebody
Yeah.
and thinking there's no ramification for it, So, man, I wish we could go back to the days where we didn't have that stuff. It was all so
Absolutely.
much easier. Or I didn't have a phone attached to me all the time.
I
You know,
wish
I'm
that
okay
all
with
the
the
time.
beeper. I'm okay with the beeper. Or if I left home, you couldn't get a hold of me.
Yeah.
Right.
Now we can't even think about functioning work-wise without having a cell phone
No.
attached to our hip, right? And we
It's
couldn't.
tough.
You couldn't compete with anybody else out there.
No.
But that's one of my favorite things about going on vacation. We go to Costa Rica. We'll be there next month. Is I literally detach from my electronic devices. My phone stays in my room. I don't bring it to take pictures because I don't need to take pictures. I'm seeing everything that I need to see. There might be at the end of our trip that last day, I might take some pictures and my wife might take some. Other than that, the phone doesn't even come with me. I don't answer it. I'm not attached to it. And that's a vacation in itself.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just being away from all of those electronics and all that stuff. And it brings you back to your center. I need it more often. It's been a couple years because we have a baby. She got pregnant, so
Right.
we couldn't go on our normal trips that we go on. But here we go. We're starting again.
Sweet.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no,
that's the hardest part. And if you don't take that time to just go with your spouse, you start to get frustrated with them quicker.
Mhm.
You know your kids a little quicker. Those things are so important to get out and just
You got it, man.
even if you just go to a hotel in another town away, just get away,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, you two have
Don't
so
get
much
stuck in
going
the
on in your every day-to-day life, man. You don't take time for each other. It's all about the kids
Yeah.
and everything you're doing. And so, yeah, you do. You need
Yeah,
to,
especially
you need to
running
take.
the business too.
Yeah, man, that's it too. You need to take a step back, and we normally get 2 vacations, adult-only vacations every year, right? At least one of them's out of the country. Well, we had Costa Rica playing, and we found out she was pregnant. And then obviously we've been postponing it, and finally we're getting the opportunity to go. So we're gonna get back into the at least 2 vacations a year thing for us, and we do the kids' vacations as well. But
it's always nice to just go to your spots, but we can just hang out. I don't have to fix anything. We don't have to do any chores.
Yeah, right.
Kids can't
I don't
say,
have to
"Hey,
make anybody dinner or lunch.
I'm almost out of gas. Can you meet me at the gas station? No, dude.
You do that?
Oh no. They ask. Like I'm telling you, like it's like a constant.
Sounds
that's
like
like
really pushing the car.
Yeah, exactly. That's a learning lesson. You learn right there.
Bank card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you walk there, they usually sell gas cans.
I
Fill it
know.
up and walk back.
Yeah.
So. All right, Kurt. Last question. What is your hobbies and/or passion?
I mean, I'm passionate about a lot of things in life.
Right.
Hobbies, passion would be sports cards recently. As of just a couple years ago, like I said, I got back into the hobby. It's got me back into watching sports more, knowing more of the players. I just enjoy it, man. I just enjoy it. Something I did when I was a kid, and I didn't have the money to be able to buy like a case of cards, or it was a treat to get a hobby box, for God's sakes, full of cards when I was a kid, because you saved up money to do it. You got like 2 of those a year.
That's great.
Other than that, you were just buying a couple packs when you went
that's
into the
how I was.
store. You know what I'm
With the
saying?
bubble gum in them?
That's where we were, packs when we went in, but we'd save up and we would buy a hobby box. Me and my brother would go rip them.
Gave the kids a whole
Box.
sealed box.
Yeah.
I still have it in my basement, still wrapped in plastic, like Tops, 88.
Seal,
A
or
box.
the set. You're talking about sets, probably.
I don't know. I could take a picture and send it to you later.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just it says Tops.
It's
1988,
a longer, elongated
long skinny
box.
box. And it's wrapped in plastic.
It's a set then, so that's a full set of whatever
I
product
just think
it was
there's
that
like
year.
5 of those things. I'm like, how do you have more cars than me and you're a girl? Annulment. Cars are cooler. You have more baseball cards.
No, I know you got me back in the hobby.
Yeah.
Probably a little bit over a year ago. It's fun. I mean, and the cards now are so much cooler than they were when we were kids, man. I mean, there's some cool cards when we were kids, but like.
You didn't hit an autograph in every hobby box
I mean,
and stuff you open. There's like 1 or 2 autos in there. Autos were super rare back in the day, dude. I never pulled one, you just didn't see them. But now it's just common. You got patches and cards all the time.
Numbered patches.
Yeah.
I mean, I got one. It was a Ryan Sandberg to 5.
Oh yeah.
Autograph.
Gold label. Right?
Yep, gold label.
Yeah.
Autograph with like a 2-inch square chunk of baseball bat that he used in the game.
Oh, cool.
It was out of the last box that I opened out of this case. It was so cool. Yeah.
So, I just opened recently. It was a hockey puck. I think you saw it.
I saw
of the top of the hockey puck, and they had signed it. They just cut the emblem part off, and then the player had signed the puck, and it was a 3 of 3. Or they put bat knobs. They'll take the whole knob of the bat and they put it inside of a card, and the player signs the knob. I've got a couple of those.
The whole knob?
Yep. They put sneakers, laces of sneakers. They put cleats, bottom of cleats in cards. I mean, dude, you name it, they put all that stuff in.
It's pretty sweet.
They cut it out.
Yeah, Brady hasn't been home in a while. But last time, he was a card collector in our house. And he used to get like jersey cards. That was the big thing.
Yeah.
Or
memorabilia.
Maybe.
Hologram.
Some kind of gram.
Honeygram?
Sure.
Yeah.
I go for some cereal. Oh, I love that. Cereal's my favorite.
Yeah, the prices have gotten a little insane, unstable as far as box prices for a lot of this stuff.
Absolutely insane.
When you're paying $3,000 for 7 cards in a box, and there's a lot of products like that. Or there's some products that are $20,000 for a box of 10 cards. I don't know who's buying this stuff, but there's people out there, and there's a market for it. So people are paying for it.
Well, one day when this podcast is really making us some money, maybe we'll buy one of those $20,000
And open it.
Open it on air.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll start buying it, and then we'll just like.
Or you can just send it to us. Panini, send us some
Yeah,
flawless
send us
national treasures.
That'd be nice.
Football. We'd love to rip some of that.
Right here on the show.
I wonder what baseball card doesn't have a podcast sponsor yet.
I think
Who's Dan Patrick have? He's got one.
I They all do, I'm sure.
Yeah,
They all
we
do.
gotta find the card
Well,
company.
Fanatics owns like everything except for the
Yeah.
Panini line,
I
so
thought Disney owned everything.
they own everything in the media world.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So Kurt, are you doing? Are you working on your private collection stuff right now? Or are you working on some resale? I know you got a lot of product there.
Yeah. I've been working on repacks lately, so I'm packing up some packages to sell, and they're gonna be. It's 10 cards. They're all penny sleeve, top loaded. They're all gonna be the rookies. Pretty much rookies, parallels, numbered cards. They've all got at least one autographed memorabilia card in them. I've hand packed all these. There's only 2,500 cards. Huge chasers. I mean, massive, massive chasers. $5,000 burrow in there, like the cards that you're looking for. So there's $5,000 one of 5 Joe Burrow rookie autograph gold card.
So like a chaser would
95.
be a card that everybody wants, right? Like a Burrow rookie. 'Cause
So
Burrow's a
if
stud.
you got 10 packs and there's a Michael Jordan card in one of those 10 packs, Michael Jordan's your chaser card, right? That's your big card that you're looking for.
Okay.
So chaser cards are the ones that are like, oh, that's the one I want. Well, there's only 2,500. Your odds are insane. So the odds of hitting a 1-on-1 is less than 1 in 140 packs. You'll never see that in anything that
How
comes
many
out on the market.
101s do you have that you're putting in there?
17.
17 101s, right?
Oh, dude, I saw some of these cards. Like he has what is it?
Magic
Bruce
Johnson
Magic
101
and
autograph.
James
James Worthy, Dr. J,
Yeah, that was good.
out of 25 auto. The James Worthy's on the back, but yeah,
He's
there's
legit,
there's
man.
several Ellie De La Cruz autographs, even a nasty RPA of his. Dominguez. I mean, you name
Julio.
it. You name it. I've got a lot of pictures. Jackson Churio, Jackson Holiday autos, Ethan Salas autos.
So you actually brought 2 of these packs.
Yeah, I
And you-
just grabbed 2 random. I've got
They're
about
sample
300
packs.
done so far.
One for each of us.
Yeah.
These are going back in. They're gonna be repacked and go back in because we're making 2,500 packs. I have
Yep.
no clue what's in these. These will actually be in boxes as well, so they'll be in a 3x5 box along with the pack because some of them come with a graded card, and I don't want you to be able to tell which one has a graded or not
Right.
in it.
So you're gonna open.
But they're gonna be $50. Yeah, you
We're
can
gonna
pop
open
that
these?
open. Go ahead,
All right.
pop it open. Here, you're gonna open one too. I have no clue what's in there, so hopefully they're decent.
So
packs.
we'll make sure that
They
we
do
put
need-
all the cards that came in each one of these because somebody's gonna get this pack.
Yeah. So hopefully they do me proper and they're actually decent packs.
I would love to tell you that I would know that information.
Yeah. So who you got for auto?
Okay, so on the back is a Tyrese Halliburton,
Okay, but who's in the auto?
Jaron Duran from Mexico.
Okay, so that's
Mexico.
that's his World Baseball Classic.
Yeah.
Jaron Duran auto, dope card right there. These packs are $50 plus shipping. So I tried to almost.
So I got a 1 of 1, Gil Hodges and Tom Seaver.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
Time
that's
worn.
old leaf.
It's a
1
leaf.
of 1?
Yep.
Dude, look at that.
Oh, he
That's
did get a
incredible.
101. I didn't know that was a 101. I didn't count that, so that's 18
So
101s
18
in there.
101s.
I'm sorry, I didn't
Are
know
those,
that
what
one.
is in this jersey?
Yeah, little chunks of jerseys.
Oh my
And game used. Look at that. It's got like the 2 colors. It's got the seam. This one's got the pinstriping.
Sick.
So right there. That's
And
what
then,
it's
then he's got 9 other cards in here to go
Yeah.
through. So
So I
that's,
still got.
just to make up the money, $50 a pack. I mean, you're not going to get blasters or anything else with these type of odds for that type of money.
$50 only. Huh?
$50, man, and there's plenty with $300, $400, $500 cards in it.
If I was
all
at a
day
card
long.
store, I'd pay $50 for that.
100%. Yeah.
So here's the thing. What I've learned is what I want when I go buy a hobby box, whether it's a $100 hobby box or if it's a $300 hobby box. I want to be able to just get my money back out of it.
Yeah.
Whether
right,
that's
and that's
one card,
super hard to do.
One
nowadays.
card,
Yeah.
10 cards, whatever it is. I just want to feel like I didn't
Or
take it in the
close,
shorts.
at least
Right.
close. You're not getting hit just over the head, you know.
And so it.
But it's really rough out there.
It is. It's
Most
getting harder and harder.
singles have gone down so much price wise, and then hobby box have gone up, and wax hasn't really leveled out. That it's tough to go get a pack that's worth your money. So this is probably one of the.
That's awesome.
This is probably one of the lowest packs, like one of the lower ones
Right.
that you could get, and it's still got plenty of product in there to where you're getting close to your money back, if not your money back.
So I got it's like a Tyreek Hill Phoenix card,
Yeah, that one's pretty
Dolphins.
sick. It's a special
Yep. a refractor looking
illustration
illustrations,
card.
yeah.
Yeah, contours is what they call
Yep,
that.
contour. I got a Nico Collins
Hollow.
optic. Yep,
So did these come
hollow
back to
card.
you? Or is this how'd you get these?
So I opened all
opened all
these.
these.
Yep. So I spent a
Chronicles,
ridiculous
Jalen
amount of money
Hurts.
on wax in the last 2 years.
Is
I'm almost embarrassed to tell you how much I've spent.
How much was
It's
it?
a ridiculous amount.
More
We're not
or
gonna
less
say
than
that on
John's
the
razor.
air.
Way more. And here's a Julio rookie
Times
card.
10 probably.
Topps Chrome All-Star Game.
Yeah,
That's
nasty,
that's
nasty
committing,
Julio.
dude.
Yep.
That's committing to a hobby.
Yeah, I don't half-ass anything. So
Right,
I
no,
was
you
kind of taught that, but I overdo stuff. I'm almost obsessive compulsive, right? So everything I do it to the extreme, and it's not a good thing always, especially when you talk about
So-
like drinking or things like that.
Right.
It gets nasty there, but I'm
Yeah.
just an extreme person, man. If I do it, I jump head first all the
Right.
way in.
This one's pretty cool. It's probably
It
not
is.
worth much of anything.
No.
But remember the old Big League?
Yeah, it's a
Big
sick
League?
card.
Yeah.
Acuna Jr.
Yep. The Wham. Like I said, it's probably not worth much,
Yeah,
but
that-
it's still a pretty sick card.
That Julio's got a little bit of value to it. I mean,
Yeah.
and the Tyree.
There's a Devontae Smith Chronicles. What's that? Like a gold?
It's a rookie.
Yep,
Yeah.
rookie card. You got Mac Muncy, Bowman.
That's the Randy Johnson picture. Just
Yep. That's pretty cool.
insert they put in there.
Love that.
We got a Modern Strokes Aaron Judge. Which one's that? That's a Panini card.
Yeah.
Is this like his senior picture?
Looks-
That was this, dude.
And then we got a Hunter
Says rookie,
Brown,
is
Bowman's
that
best
Devontae?
rookie card,
Max
Hunter
Muncy?
Brown.
Oh,
So
So here's
this
card.
alone, this right here alone is worth $50, right, Kurt?
Yes.
Yeah,
I
so
would,
this is
I would
$50.
say it's probably close to $50.
Right.
That one might not be. It might be 35, 40, but with all the other stuff in there.
Yeah, so you're getting $50 worth. Plus, you're just getting some cool cards. You're
Yeah.
not getting all the base cards.
And that, like I said, that was probably one of the lower packs. I just wanted to be random and pick them and be fair about what
Yeah.
I had in there. I wasn't going
Yeah, you
to
were
pick
not
some
trying to
loaded
show-
packs
yeah,
and then
exactly.
just show those.
right.
And this is
Like,
a
that
lower
guy's
pack
full of
too,
crap,
but
man.
you've got a Jarren Duran auto, which is awesome. That's an SP, that only comes on a certain packs. Robert Williams. You got a Bryce Young rookie card here. You got Caleb Williams, Gunslingers, hollow.
That's pretty cool.
Yep.
It's a pretty nasty looking card
Yeah,
right
that's
there.
Probably going to be the first overall pick.
Lazaro Montez, just a beast of a prospect for the Mariners
Another senior
this
picture.
year. Matt Mervis, this is his purple, what is this, Heritage. So that's like the special purple foil card, which is a rookie card. Chris Clark, Bowman first, hollow as well, or prism. Zion Williamson, Carmelo Anthony, and Therese Halverton. So, for the price of it,
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can't beat it.
nope. You'd be better off buying these packs all day than any other box.
Right. So what's it going to So $50 a pack. What do you give me idea what shipping's going to be at?
It depends on how many they buy. So
Oh,
I
perfect.
use Pirate Ship, which I can print it all out from my house, but all I do is give them the weight, the size of the package, and I buy it all right there. I buy the label, it prints out on my house, I stick it on the
Nice.
package, I can put it in my mailbox, mailman come pick it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, super simple, saves money on shipping, but it just depends on the weight of the package. So I would say
Are you
probably
doing, so if I want to buy a case, how many are going to be in a case?
I'm gonna do 40 in a case.
40 in a
I'm gonna do
case?
quarter cases, half cases,
Okay.
3/4 cases.
Any discounts on cases? At this time?
I
Probably not. I mean,
probably
it's too
not.
much of a good deal right now.
$50 is super
It's a
low as
steal.
it is. If I had to give discounts on cases, then I'd have to up the price of every other pack, and I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
So I think the big outlier of somebody that wants to buy a case is just that they're going to get a lot more opportunity to hit a lot.
Commit to your hobby.
Absolutely. Yeah, when I buy stuff, I buy cases normally, right?
Right.
When I buy a box or cards, I buy a case of them. So it might cost me $2,500, might cost me $6,800 for a case of cards. But I know I'm getting my best chance of a return on investment because I'm getting the case hit. When you're pulling from a case instead of pulling random boxes, you're just getting a better opportunity of hitting a better card.
Interesting.
Absolutely. No, I'm looking forward to it, man. Like I said, I know once you get these all packaged, are you going to wait? You're going to package everything and then put them up for sale?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna wait till all 2,500 are done. That way it's fair, it's randomized, everything's in boxes,
You're
and
what?
then people can buy from there.
300-400
Yeah,
so
yeah,
far?
I'm close to 400 now. I'd
Okay.
say right around there.
Cool.
And
So we
again,
got a
I'm
little
packaging it all by hand. It'll be done by the end of the month, so
Okay,
I'm working on the process. But yeah, I'm wrapping them all in graded card sleeves, so they're all protected. They're all in top loaders as well, and then I'm putting them in these packages. Then they'll go in 3x5 indestructible boxes.
Where will they be when you're done? Where will they find them? How will they find you?
It's gonna be Facebook mainly. So I've got
That
ACG,
evil
anything
thing.
collectible goes.
Got that,
Will be a site-
millennials? No cards for you.
That'll be a site I'm gonna sell on. But yeah, I think they're gonna sell pretty quick on just
Right.
working on the card sites on the groups I'm at on Facebook.
Well, be sure to
So there won't be a specific Facebook page. It'll just be you hitting other boards.
Yep. So there's groups. So like the biggest one is ACG. Anything collectible goes. Right. There's I forget how many thousands of members are on that page. There's a ton. So that's a page that you can openly sell stuff on to the sports community. There's several groups that I'm a part of that just are buying and selling groups for cards in the hobby.
Okay.
And I'll just post these packs on there.
Cool.
I don't, with only being 2,500, I don't need to go out and make a big advertising scheme and stuff. Otherwise, I would. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I'd make TikTok videos and I'd try to push them. But
Well,
I
I know
mean-
my son's a big collector. That's why I was like, well, where can he find this?
yeah, these are gonna be huge, man. People are gonna be so happy when they're pulling these compared to just going out and spending $50 on a box and being disappointed. I'm making these for people. I'm packing everyone just to try to make sure that they're fair, which is 2,500. So it's a ton of work. But at the same time, I want people to be happy with what they're opening.
Yeah.
I want to get a good response about it.
Only $50 packaged by hand.
Yeah,
You can't
absolutely.
even get that in China now.
No.
no, we'll once we do this, we'll break this down into like a short, just like on this segment, and then you can share it to all your your Facebook groups and stuff like that.
Okay.
Like I said, I mean, I don't know, $50. I know I'm gonna buy some, so I don't know.
Yeah, I could spend a couple $100 and have my kid's birthday buy.
Yeah, he'll be
Yeah.
jacked.
He'll be so happy.
Dude,
Yeah.
stoked,
I think
man.
the hard part would be for me not to open it or to give it to him too early.
Dude, this is the best part. You can open it
And then close it back
and then
up.
close it back up.
Yeah, it's not like a sealed box.
Yeah, it's not like a factory
Like,
sealed
oh,
box.
no auto, dude. Sorry.
Yeah.
Hey, Dad, this one only had 8 cards in it.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Damn
I'll
him.
email the guy. Don't
Oh,
worry.
Yeah, I know him. I'll email him. So
Alright.
cool. No, the hobby's cool, man. I enjoy it. This right here makes it a little bit more, reasonable as far as it's only $50. It's less than most hobby boxes, and you're going to get more.
Yeah,
value
yeah.
for sure,
I feel
so.
the pain like everybody else does.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been blessed as far as, financially with what I do as a living, so I'm able to afford these hobby boxes and stuff, but there's a lot of them I won't even touch or buy because it's just, it feels like you get punched in the gut after buying them, and you're just sick of spending all this money on cardboard and then getting nothing in return.
Yeah, 'cause you're so excited when you open that pack and then nothing.
Yeah, and it's like,
Cool.
if the boxes were only $100 for a hobby box, you can take that hit in the gut and just enjoy it, tack it up as, oh, this is just my hobby, I enjoy
Yeah.
it. But when you're paying $750 for a hobby box now, and you expect to get something to get a little bit of your money back out of it, it's got that whole fun of just enjoying the hobby and be like, well, I just like these players, so I'm cool with $100. $750 is a little bit harder to swallow. So,
Yeah.
Well, that's the whole thing.
I'm making these. People are going to be happy, and I can't wait to see what kind of
Now we're
response.
looking forward to
Thanks
it.
for making us a part of that because that's super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I watched my boy collect cards and be disappointed so many times.
Yeah.
Like, man, I wish I could figure out a way to how to do it.
Now
I
you-
went through the same stuff when I was a kid, man.
Now you got it, guy.
Mom, they didn't get it.
Yeah, I was eating the crappy bubble gum, trying to just chip your teeth.
Yeah. Oh, the good old days. All right, man. Curtis, we appreciate you coming on the show.
Yeah, Curtis, good to meet you, man.
You
Yeah,
too.
absolutely. Manhole Nonsense. Sonny and Jonathan signing out. Thanks, guys.
Subscribe, ring the bell.